Hey everyone, Mitch coming in for the Commander's Core Studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got a budget-friendly episode for you. Those of you looking to jump on some amazing Commander staples for just under $3. Yeah, I really can't believe that these are $3 right now. Pick them up. Check out that card list link in the description below. Let's jump into them. First up, I can't believe I'm saying it, but Dark Steel Plate is less than $3 right now. Run to the store, or again, just click that link in the description below. There you go, that's a bit easier to buy this online right now. Indestructible equipment for 3 mana, equip 2. Equip creature has indestructible. And yeah, it is a great card at, well, protecting your key pieces, your key creatures. And of course, it protects itself. It is indestructible itself. It's hard to deal with. It makes your creatures hard to deal with, especially, again, if you've got a commander that maybe your deck is built around, maybe like most commanders, then it is a great card at keeping that in play. Or just, a Voltron style deck, or, an equipment style deck. It's a very solid card. Pick it up right now. Next up, Luxior Giada's Gift. Now, this is a card that, well, has a lot of applications. $2.94 right now. Legendary Artifact equipment for 1. Equipped creature gets ++1 for each counter on it. Equipped permanent isn't a Planeswalker and is a creature of other types. Could equip Planeswalker for just 1 or a regular thing, creature, for 3. Here's the thing with this one. Many players out there might think, well, okay, I'm not playing Planeswalkers, so, okay, I don't need to utilize this. Well, first of all, if you are, it's a fantastic way to go, you know what, let's just take this in a different direction and hit you in the face with my Planeswalker, which is quite fun. That being said, if you're not playing Planeswalkers, it doesn't matter. This is still an incredible way to just give something on the battlefield that you have that already has a good amount of counters, like in a +1/+1 counter strategy. To just give them an absurd amount of power again, basically double up your effectiveness of your counters with this. It is a massive card, and yes, again, has the added benefit of, if you happen to have a Planeswalker in play, cool, attach it, swing with it unexpectedly, have fun with that. Yet another great artifact that you should be, well, checking out right now in your cart. The Magic Mirror, legendary artifact for 9 mana in total in blue, but you'll never pay that much. Actually, well, if you do, I don't know what you're doing with your deck. Anyway, the spell costs 1 less gas for each instant source card in your graveyard. You've got no maximum hand size. You gave your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on it, then draw a card for each knowledge counter on it. Now, there's already an enchantment that basically does part of this, essentially, that costs 6 mana in blue. That is nowhere near as good as this. This is so incredibly effective. Again, for the right strategy out there, for the right deck out there, whether that is a Spellslinger deck, a self-mill deck in a way you could do it, or just, hey, you just have me playing miscellaneous instant sorceries throughout the game, eventually it's going to cost you a lot less. I mean, at the very least, this will cost you just 3 mana, which is absolutely incredible. Give you no maximum hand size, that's already a lot of value for you. And of course, again, just adding every single upkeep and extra card. The first turn, 1 card, then 2, 3, 4. The insane amount of cards that you can get. You can basically replace your hand every single turn, or basically get a brand new extra hand every single turn. You get to hold onto all of it. You don't have to get rid of any of it. It's an incredible card for those kinds of strategies. Pick it up. Moving on to an enchantment that is absolutely amazing. We've got Blightmound, an enchantment for 3 mana in black. Attacking pests you control get +1/+0 and have Menace. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 black-green pest creature token with. When this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Here's the thing. Well, first of all, I guess if you're in, Changeling Tribal, yeah, sure, that can actually benefit you, because all your things are pests anyway, so there you go. That being said, outside of Pest Tribal, Changeling Tribal, yeah, just a run-of-the-mill Aristocrat style deck that's going to give you so much value. An insane amount of value. Yeah, every single time one of your non-token creatures dies, you replace it, and you replace it with a creature token that when that dies, you gain life. And oh, by the way, the creature token has 2 power, because this is in play, and also gives it Menace, so harder to block, and also, well, yeah, again, life gain synergies with that too. A really good card for, again, Aristocrat style, life gain synergies, or yes, Changeling Tribal. Moving forward, Smuggler's Surprise. Such a good card. Instant for a single green mana, but It has Spree, because it really wouldn't do anything, I guess, if you, just cast it for a single green mana. Anyways, an extra 1 mana at the bottom. Creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain Hexproof Indestructible up turn. We'll get back to that one here in a little bit. +2, though, is mill 4 cards. You may put up to 2 creature cards and or land cards from on the milled cards in your hand. +4 in a green. You may put 2 creature cards in your hand right on the battlefield. All of these are incredibly relevant. Insanely relevant. I mean, at the very least, again, this is literally a heroic intervention-esque type card. Again, 2 mana in total. All your creatures that are slightly large, again, power 4 or greater, hexproof, indestructible. There are very few ways to give your entire army hexproof and indestructible. I mean, again, like, heroic intervention, and, that's nearly it. So, yeah, this is a great way to do that. If you get a creature powers deck, essentially, you can do a lot with that. And, of course, again, you can just cheat things into play at instant speed for, well, again, 6 mana, essentially. Or, yes, get, some things off the top of your library in your hand. Yeah, this is such a good card. And, of course, you can combine those things as well if you want to do all of the things. Have fun with that. It is such a good card. So much value to be had. So much protection to be had. Pick it up. Speaking of good greed instants, Chord of Calling, an oldie but a goodie instant for X green, green, green. It's got Convoke, so your creatures can help you cast it. You're in a green deck, you're gonna have creatures. That's kind of what green's about. Well, green's also about lands and drawing cards and all the things, because green does everything good. Anyway, search life for a creature card made of value X or less on the battlefield, then shuffle. Yeah, being able to tutor out any creature in your deck at instant speed. First of all, this can be a great card for a combo, obviously, getting whatever combo creature you need at instant speed. That's amazing. Or, yeah, just go get the largest creature in your deck by just going okay, I'll tap my army. Okay, I'll go get something for free. Awesome. Yay, put to play. Hooray. Yeah, such a good card. A game-changing card, but not a game changer. Pick it up. Speaking of a card that can change a game that you might have never heard about, but my goodness, is it so effective that, well, when you see a player like, wow, that plays like a staple because, well, this can cause so much pain and suffering to your opponents. Fight to the death, an instant for 2 mana and Boros, super cheap. Destroy all blocking creatures and all blocked creatures. Yeah, this is, the thing. When this was originally made, back in 2009, Commander really wasn't that big of a thing at all. And, now it is, and this is a lot more effectiveness. Because, obviously, if it's a one-on-one scenario, you're still losing out on some creatures, because you either have blocked creatures or blocking creatures. In this, it doesn't have to be that way. You literally can just go, oh, those two opponents are fighting each other? Okay, well, I'd like all those creatures to get taken out, so goodbye, 2 mana. All those creatures that are involved in combat are gone. It also, obviously, if you have, a go-wide strategy, let's say, tokens, you just got a bunch of, 1/1s, you're all right, that's fine, I'll just attack that opponent. They'll probably, oh, yeah, easy blocks here. And then they end up losing a lot of their big creatures. You're already going to lose your small creatures anyway, so who cares? Or, again, in reverse, if you got a bunch of tokens, you're just, blocking with, okay, they're all gone. It basically is kind of mass death touch to everything all of a sudden out of nowhere. Again, it is such a fun card. It can make a giant impact on the game. Pick it up. Speaking of giant impacts on the game, well, this gets rid of all the giant creatures out there. Soul Shatter, instant for 3 mana in black. Each opponent sacrifice a creature or planeswalker with the highest converted mana cost among creatures and planeswalkers they control. Now, not always, but typically, an opponent's most valuable creature or planeswalker is the one that has the most mana value, and that's the one they least want to get rid of. And now this is basically an edict effect that is dictating what they have to sacrifice. It's saying, you know what? Edict effects are great, right? Usually those are 2 mana. Every one of your opponents sacrifices a creature. Cool. They get to pick that, though. This one says, no, there's no option. You are getting rid of the biggest converted mana cost creature or planeswalker. You're sacrificing it as well, so again, that gets around indestructibility, hexproof, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, you know what? Get rid of your best thing on the battlefield. 3 mana, instant speed, getting rid of 3 things. What's not to love about that? Next up, one of my favorite Magic cards of all time. If you've never played this card, you are missing out. Go pick it up right now and check out Chronomantic Escape. A sorcerer is 6 mana in white. Until your next turn, creatures can attack you. Remove Chronomantic Escape from the game with 3 time counters on it. You can spend 3 for 3 mana in white. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, 6 mana is a decent amount to pay if you're actually going to pay that. Sure. That being said, well, you don't have to. You can actually just pay 3 mana and wait a couple turns, which is a great thing to do early on in the game and go, oh, don't worry about it. Eventually, you're not going to be able to attack me. Regardless, if you are spending 6 mana, this is a free, like, get out of jail free card, essentially. Where you're like, all right, none of you can attack me. All right, have fun. And because of that, it's not even just like you can't attack me, but players get antsy. Players say like, well, I can't attack you, but like, I want to attack, like either I've got like some attack triggers I want, or like some combat damage triggers, or like I just have like an army and like they're just sitting around and I want to make use of them, so I'm gonna swing. So they end up swinging at someone else. So it's kind of like a mass goat effect in a way too, which is quite fun. But also it's one that keeps coming back again and again and again. Literally every 3 turns, you are off the hook from having to protect yourself. So yeah, it is a great way to go, you know what, I'm just gonna go all out with my own attacks on this turn, because on my next turn I get to play this again for free, and then I'm fine. I can be tapped out. It does not matter. So yeah, pick this one up, try it out. It is so much fun. Finally, though, an amazing land that is somehow underneath $3 right now if you are in a mono black deck, or should I say a deck that has a lot of black creatures that end up in the graveyard. Crypt of Agadim is your best friend. A land that does enter tapped. Oh no, it's slow. Taps for a black mana. Pay 2 tap, though. Add black for each black creature card in your graveyard. That is an insane amount of mana. Again, green does get all the good stuff, right? Green has the best ramp. Black isn't that far behind with the crazy things that it can do with a card like this, where all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I'm just doing my thing throughout the game. Again, maybe I've got an aristocrat style deck. I'm sacrificing creatures. They're in the graveyard. I've got a self-mill deck. I'm getting things in my graveyard. I've got a discard deck. Whatever it is, you're getting things in the graveyard. And when you've got a lot of black creatures in the graveyard, and there are certain decks that are very good at doing that, all of a sudden this can tap for like 10 plus mana, and you're like, yeah, all right, cool. If you've got a way to untap and do it again, my goodness, opponents, look out. I mean, the game's probably going to be over anyways if you get a land they can tap for 10 mana, but have fun. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.